Hi kids, today we want to talk about grammar. I really like to write, so I need to have good grammar. Let's begin. Alright kids, let's study the simple present. Okay kids, let's open up our book to Homework L. Today we want to do Homework L. Homework L is talking about who. Who is very special. Why is who special? Look, who plus a time adverb plus verb plus s or verb plus es. We don't know who the subject is, so we don't know what kind of verb is that. So we always use verb plus s or verb plus es. So every who question, you're going to write the verb plus s or verb plus es. One more thing about who questions is that for somebody's or one's, for the questions, we have to use his or her. We do not know who we are talking about. We don't know who is this. Is it a boy? Is it a girl? We don't know. So we use his and her to describe somebody's or one's for the questions for a who question. All right, very easy. So let's begin. All right, number one, subject, Mr. Todd's father. That is the answer. So let's color subject, Mr. Todd's father. That's the answer. And here it is down at the answer part. That's the answer. All right, it's a who question. The verb is to clean up. The object, one's mess, one's messes. Let's use the plural, one's messes. Let's color that orange. Person with me. Answer with you. Place in the playroom. Adverb frequently. Time on Tuesdays. Remember, on Tuesdays equals every Tuesday. On Tuesdays equals every Tuesday. All right. Let's do the question. Who frequently cleans? So there we have it. We have the verb clean, but because it's a who question, we need the S. Cleans. Who cleans up his or her messes with me in the playroom on Tuesdays? Let's color cleans. And look at here. We don't know who this is. We don't know if this is a boy or a girl. So again, we use his or her. His or her. So the question is, who frequently cleans up his or her messes with me in the playroom on Tuesdays? The answer, remember, Mr. Todd's father is the answer. Mr. Todd's father. Okay, father. Mr. Todd is not important. What's important is father. Father is one man, so when we answer like a he, Mr. Todd's father, he, the verb needs an S. Mr. Todd's father frequently cleans up. Now we know the answer is father. Father's a boy, father's a man. So the possessive is his. Mr. Todd's father frequently cleans up his messes with you in the playroom on Tuesdays. Okay, it's very easy. Let's look at number two. All right, now number two is kind of tricky. Well, first let's color the subject, the answer. This is the answer. Mrs. Sam's mother. That's the answer. The verb, to write. Object, one's homework. Okay, there we have this possessive, one's, so we have to be careful with that, one's homework. Remember, homework is a non-count noun. There is no S on homework. Person with you, with me. Oh, now this is trouble. This is trouble right here, with you. The person is with you, and the answer is with me. This is going to be a problem. All right, why is it a problem? Because we have a place here that says one's desk. At one's desk, at one's desk. Now, how many people we know that, how many people are here? We know that we're asking somebody, so that's one person, at least one person, and then it says with you. So at least, very least, we know there's going to be 2 desks. So we're going to use this one, at one's desk. We know there's going to be 2 desks, 2 people, 2 desks. At least. Remember, this S means more than 1. All right, adverb frequently, time on Wednesdays. Remember, on Wednesdays means every Wednesday. All right, let's begin writing. Okay. All right, I'm going to start writing. All right, question. Who, and then we have frequently, the adverb, who frequently. All right, now we're going to have the verb plus S. So write plus S, writes. It says one's homework, so we're going to write down his or her homework, his or her homework. With you at, now, here's the problem. Now we know it says with you. So you are in the group. You are in the group here, with you. So we know it's somebody plus you. So this means you and somebody, or you two. So this is going to be your, at your desk. At your, because we know you are in the group. You are in the group here. At your desk on Wednesdays. Question mark. Don't forget your question mark. So, who frequently writes his or her homework with you at your desk on Wednesdays? Well, let's write the answer now, okay? Well, the answer is Mrs. Sam's mother. So, Mrs. Sam's mother. Okay, Mrs. Sam's mother, that's the answer. Time adverb, frequently. Now, Mrs. Sam's mother is a woman, one woman. So remember, we need the verb plus S because this is she. He, she, it, the verb. We need an S. So Mrs. Sam's mother frequently writes. Now we know Mrs. Sam's mother is a woman. So we use her homework with me. Oh, now look at this. With me. Look at here. We have with me. So we have me and mother. Me and mother. Mother and I. Me and mother is mother and I. Mother and I equals we. So we're going to answer we. We're here. So both of us are here, including me. So it's going to be with me at our desk. At our desk on Wednesdays. On Wednesdays. Period. Don't forget the period. So the answer, Mrs. Sam's mother frequently writes her homework with me at our desk on Wednesdays. One more time. Don't forget, mother is she. That verb needs an S because it's mother and me, and I'm part of the group. I'm part of this group, so they're our desk. 2 people, 2 desks, so we need an S there, on Wednesdays. All right, that's very easy. Okay, let's look at number 3. Subject, Ms. White's brother. Don't forget, Ms. It's very important you pronounce this correctly. American women will get very angry if you say Miss. It's not Miss, it's Ms. So this is the answer. Okay? And we're going to use the object naps. Okay? So, this is a very easy one. There's no tricky part here. So, Ms. White's brother, all right, who frequently takes, remember the verb needs an S, who frequently takes naps with us in the library on Thursdays? Question mark. It's very easy, very straightforward. Answer, Ms. White's brother frequently takes, Miss White's brother is a boy, so we need he, she, it, the verb needs an S. So once again, Ms. White's brother frequently takes naps with you in the library on Thursdays. All right, that's very easy. It's very straightforward. Number 4, let's do this one together because this one is tricky. All right, let's color subject, Mr. and Mrs. White's sister. That's the answer. Mr. and Mrs. White's sister. So sister is important. One girl, sister. And let's use storybooks. Storybooks here. The object is storybooks. Okay, storybooks. Now, why is this a tricky question right here? It says in somebody's reading circle. Well, who's in the reading circle? Well, you and somebody else. You and somebody else. So you and somebody, that's you both, or right? There's 2 people here. So it's going to be your reading circle, right? Your reading circle. All right, so let's answer this together. So, who frequently read plus a S, reads, who frequently reads storybooks with you in, remember, it's you and somebody, so it's both of you, so we're going to write down your, in your reading circle on Fridays. Remember, capitalize Friday because it's the name of the day of the week. On Fridays, remember, equals every Friday. So, who frequently reads storybooks with you in your reading circle on Fridays? Okay, that's very, very easy. All right, let's answer. The answer is Mr. and Mrs. Mr. and Mrs. White's sister. Remember, one girl, so we need frequently here. We need the time adverb. Frequently read plus S because it's one girl here, sister, reads what? Storybooks with us. And now we have us, we're in the group, and the sister, so this becomes now our reading circle. On Fridays. Period. So, Mr. and Mrs. White's sister frequently reads storybooks with us in our reading circle on Fridays. Yeah, okay? Let's look at number 5. Number 5. The subject, Miss Brown's uncle. Well, that's the answer, Miss Brown's uncle, okay? The verb to brush, object, one's teeth All right, there's that ones. So we ask the question, we're going to use his or her. And it says person with somebody's daughter. So here's somebody's, we're going to use his or her. Place in the bathroom, adverb frequently, time on Saturdays. Remember, on Saturdays means every Saturday. Well, this is very straightforward. So, who frequently brushes, now remember, brush. There's a SH here. So we need a ES, brushes. Who frequently brushes his or her teeth with his or her daughter in the bathroom on Saturdays? Very straightforward. Answer. Miss Brown's uncle frequently, one uncle, he, so the verb needs an ES. Miss Brown's uncle frequently brushes his teeth, uncle's a man, his teeth with her in the bathroom on Saturdays. That's very easy, very straightforward. Let's do number 6 together because this one is very tricky. All right, we got the number 6. We have the subject. This is the answer. Let's color yellow. The guy's aunts. All right, look at here. Guys. This guys. This is G-U-Y-S. This S means many. 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 Now we want to add the possessive. So we're going to add a apostrophe S. So we have apostrophe. We're going to add S. Oh, we don't need this S because there's already S here. So we don't need, if I put an apostrophe S, how do you read that? How do you say that? You can't read that. So in English, we just forget that S. We don't need it. So guys, then we have an apostrophe. So that means the guys, and then we have aunts. Here's the aunts, many aunts, okay? Verb, to study, object math, person with somebody's sons. Now we ask the question, we don't know who this person is, so we're going to ask his or her with them, okay? Now here's the problem. Here's the problem. It says at somebody's after school class. Well, we know sons, many boys are here. Many boys and somebody. Many boys and somebody. So we have they. Many boys and somebody. This is they. So this possessive, we're going to use their. Adverb frequently, time on Sundays. All right, let's write. So who frequently. Now we need the verb. The verb is study, S-T-U-D. Uh-oh, look at here. Y. In front of Y is the consonant D. So Y out. And then we will add the ES. Who frequently studies math with his or her sons at, remember, sons, many boys, and somebody, so we're going to use their, because it's they, their, with their, this is with his or her sons at their after school class on Sundays. Question mark. So the question is, who frequently studies math with his or her sons at their after-school class on Sundays? Okay, let's answer the question. The guy's aunts. The guys, apostrophe, aunts, many aunts, because there's an S here, many aunts. The guy's aunts frequently. Now look at, there's many aunts, so this verb is, there's no S on this verb. The guy's aunts frequently study. This is they, aunts, many, they frequently study. Study what? Study math with aunts is they, so we're going to use their, with their sons. Okay, but look at Mr. Radisha made a mistake. Look at that. Mr. Radisha made a mistake because we can say with them, with them. So Mr. Radisha made a mistake. With them. At their, because it's the sons and the aunts is there, they, at their, after school class on Sundays. Okay, now remember, it's okay to make mistakes, just erase it. I'm using a pen, so I can't erase, but I do have whiteout, so I'm going to just white that out. We don't want to look at mistakes. That's not good. Looking at mistakes is not good. But if you make a mistake, it's okay. Just erase. Use your eraser and erase it. The guys' aunts frequently study math with them at their after-school class on Sundays. Okay, it's very easy. Okay, let's look at number 7. Let's color the answer. The gal's cousins. Once again, look. This is gals. G-A-L-S. This S means many, many. And then we have the apostrophe here, and there's the possessive. The gal's cousins, okay? Verb to paint, object, pictures, pictures, right? And it says with somebody's grandma. Well, it's going to be very easy because we don't know who is, so it's going to be his or her. Answer with her place in somebody's social studies class. Well, this is the problem right here. Somebody's social studies class. This somebody's is the problem. I will explain it. Adverb frequently, time on Mondays. All right, let's start writing. So, who, time adverb, frequently. All right, paint. Remember, who, the verb needs a S. Who paints? Who frequently paints pictures with, we don't know this, his or her grandma. And okay, now here's the problem. What do we do here? So we know it's going to be grandma and somebody, grandma and somebody. So, okay, now grandma and somebody, do we want to use right here? We don't know this person. Do we want to use his or her? Or do we want to say, okay, well, it's grandma, so we know grandma and somebody, so it's they. Do we want to use their? You could use both. You could write down who frequently paints pictures with his or her grandma in their social studies class. If you write down in their social studies class, that means grandma is in the social studies class. Not as a visitor, but as a student. So that's why I don't want to use their. Because I know grandma is not in the social studies class. But, okay, I know that. I know she's not. Because she's grandma and this is for kids. And so I'm going to use his or her social studies class. Social studies
class on Mondays. Do you understand? Now, if you wrote, who frequently paints pictures with his or her grandma in their social studies class on Mondays, that's okay. But what you mean is that grandma is also in the social studies class as a student, not as a visitor. But if you, like here, I wrote, who frequently paints pictures with his or her grandma in his or her social studies class on Mondays, that means maybe grandma is just coming for the day to visit. Or maybe grandma is the helper. Maybe grandma helps the teacher. When you write down who frequently paints pictures with his or her grandma in his or her social studies class on Mondays, that means grandma is not the student. She's not a student in the social studies class. So I think this is the better answer. All right, let's answer the question. The gals, remember this apostrophe, there's the gals, cousins. Now there's many gals, cousins, the gals, cousins, there's many. So we want to use paint because they paint pictures with, all right, with her, right? With her in, now here it says cousins, and they're the students. There's many cousins, that's they, so it becomes their, in their social studies class on Mondays. Period. All right. Who frequently paints pictures with his or her grandma in his or her social studies class on Mondays? The gal's cousins paint pictures with her in their social studies class on Mondays. All right, number 8 is very easy. Subject, the guy's mate. Now look at here. Look at this one. It says the guy. Only one guy, only one. And we want to say his mate. So we're going to have apostrophe S. Okay, it's very different. The guy's mate. Remember a mate and a friend and a pal and a buddy. It's all the same. Verb, to talk about something. This something is one's homework. The something is one's homework. This is the something. With somebody's grandpa. Okay, and we know grandpa here, somebody's grandpa. We don't know who it is, so it's going to be his or her grandpa. Answer, with him. Place, in study hall. Adverb, frequently. Time, on weekends. So this will be very easy. Who frequently talks about his or her schoolwork with his or her grandpa in study hall on weekends. All right, now remember, this is a who question, so the verb has to have an S, talks. Schoolwork is a non-count noun. There's no S on schoolwork. Again, who frequently talks about his or her schoolwork with his or her grandpa in study hall on weekends. On weekends equals every weekend. Answer, the guy's mate, one boy or one girl, talks about his schoolwork. You could also write down her schoolwork. It doesn't matter. With him in study hall on weekends. Okay? That's very easy. All right, let's look at number 9. The gal's pal. Look, gals, this is gal, one girl, and then we have apostrophe S. That's the possessive, so gals. The gal's pal. This is more important. This one here is pal. This is important because there's only one pal. Verb, to have. Object, lunch. Person, with somebody's coach. So there's the somebody here. It's a who question. We're going to use his or her. Place in the cafeteria. Adverb frequently. Time on weekdays. Remember, on weekdays equals every weekday. On weekdays equals every weekday. So let's do the question. Who frequently? He, she, it has. So again, who frequently has lunch with his or her coach in the cafeteria on weekdays? Very easy. Remember, has. All right. Answer. The gal's pal, one person, one boy or one girl, I don't know, somebody, one person. The gal's pal frequently has lunch with him in the cafeteria on weekdays. All right, number 10. Subject, the dude's buddy. That's the answer. Look at here. Dude. That's one dude. And then we have the apostrophe S. Okay, that tells the possessive. The dude's buddy. One buddy. Look at that. One buddy. Remember, buddy equals pal equals friend equals mate. All the same. Verb to eat. Object breakfast. Person with somebody's teammates, with them. Place at the breakfast station. Adverb frequently. Time on weeknights. Okay, so let's do the question. Who frequently eats breakfast with his or her teammates at the breakfast station on weeknights? Very easy. Answer. The dude's buddy frequently, one buddy, eats breakfast with them at the breakfast station on weeknights. Okay, so we're finished. I hope you had fun. You know Mr. Adisha loves grammar. It's great. I love grammar because I like writing. And if you want to be a good writer, you need good grammar. Okay, goodbye.
Okay, kids, thank you for watching this video. Now I need you to do a big favor for me. I want you to like this video. And I want you to leave a comment for me. I want you to write, "Thank you, Mr. Radisha," and then leave your English name. Really appreciate it. Thanks.